Welcome to part 10 of the Clearspan Baum training series. Here's the link to the training videos and presentations, along with a link to the OpEasy training, including OpEasy 21.1. Part 10 covers 911 functionality with Microsoft Teams clients. Part 10. This part of the Baum compliance training is focused on the ability of a Microsoft Teams client to detect information about its network connection and then request dispatchable location for that network connection. Microsoft provides a location information service to provide dispatchable location information for MS Teams clients. When the MS Teams client starts and/or the client detects connection to a new IP address or a new Wi-Fi BSS-ID, the client will send a request to the Microsoft list to acquire new dispatchable location information for 911 calls based on the network location. The network location can be identified at a subnet level, a switch chassis level, a switch port level, or a Wi-Fi BSS ID level. Typically, your IT department is responsible for provisioning the Microsoft lists. This dispatchable location information is provided to the client, contains geocoordinates, longitude and latitude, the postal address, and additional location information like floor and office number. This location information will be included in the 911 calls from the Microsoft Teams client. After the Microsoft list is configured with the network mapping, the clients can use the held protocol to get the dispatchable location information from the Microsoft list. The sequence begins with the client's LLDP query. The Ethernet switch response includes the chassis ID and also the port ID. The client then sends the LLDP information to the Microsoft list service via the held protocol. The Microsoft list identifies the dispatchable location associated with the LLDP information and sends the client the dispatchable location information to be sent with 911 calls. When the Intrado ERS receives the call, it uses the longitude and latitude information that is in the dispatchable location information to identify where to send the 911 call along with the dispatchable location information. This is an example of the held request from the client being sent to the Microsoft list service. It contains MAC information, subnet/IP information, chassis ID, port ID, and the client's telephone number. This is an example of the held response from the Microsoft list to the client. This contains the longitude, latitude, postal address, and additional location information that should be sent with a 911 call from the client. Microsoft Teams clients require an Intrado MS Teams deployment account. Intrado is responsible for creating the Intrado MS Teams accounts. The account will have a unique account ID that needs to be provisioned in OpEasy by the Clearspan operations team via a support ticket that includes the new account ID. Also, Intrado requires a unique FQDN for MS Teams users to be able to identify the correct Intrado Microsoft Teams account to use for 911 calls from that enterprise. The Clearspan operations team addresses this through OpEasy system accounts. Since each MS Teams client has a unique location information that is included in 911 calls, OpEasy only needs to provision a 10-digit DID number in the Intrado ERS Microsoft Teams database for each MS Teams user. When the Intrado ERS receives a Microsoft Teams 911 call, it selects the MS Teams deployment account using the domain that was included in the call and then checks the account for the 10-digit telephone number of the caller. If the 10-digit telephone number is found in the account, Intrado ERS will route the call to the correct 911 call center based on the geo coordinates that are also provided with the call. In addition, the Intrado ERS will send the dispatchable location information that was provided with the call to the 911 call center. This completes the Clearspan Baum training series. Again, the Clearspan team would like to thank you for your time spent reviewing this information, and we look forward to our collective future. Thank you.